this one I hope is gonna be a quick little video, you guys. This is signs that a guy is possibly a stalker. Mm-hmm. Now, ooh, I have dealt with a couple of these in my life thus far, and ooh, they really cause you some anxiety. They cause you knots in your stomach. I'm sure I'm not the only one, ladies, but yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling. I mean, if you break ties with a guy or whatever, and he's persistent and determined to get you back, it can be a very unpleasant feeling, to say the least. But yeah, but let me just jump right into it with these signs here. First one, is a trait of a kind of a stalker person. Is that they are very persistent. They're very aggressive. They don't take no for an answer. Yeah, these are classic boundary pushers. These guys are not safe, I would say. You don't want to really be alone with these guys. They might pounce. They're unpredictable. You don't really know what they're gonna do. So yeah, you can't be trusted. Then get the heck out of there. Like, he's very persistent and aggressive. And another thing is, from the get-go, from the jump, you receive texts, random texts or calls from like strange numbers, and you're like, this is weird. Like the last guy I talked to, he impersonated one of one of my girlfriends or something like that, saying like, "Oh, hey girl, how you doing?" And I was like, it was literally the same night I gave him my number. It was like a Google number, but it wasn't my real actual phone number that I gave him, which I highly recommend getting a fake number. But yeah, and stalkers can also use fake numbers to their advantage, unfortunately, and that's what this guy did with me in this situation. So yeah, he texted me from a fake number, like saying, "Hey girl," like, and I was like, who's this? Or like, I don't know you. He's like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's me, Terry again." He's like, "Oh, sorry." I was like, "Oh, wrong number." He's like, "Okay, sorry, girl." And like, but later on, he ended up, how I figured out that was him, was he texted me later from that number after I had blocked him from his actual phone number that he gave me. Yeah, so I had blocked him from his real phone number, and then he texted me from that fake girlfriend profile phone number. And then he's like, "Look, I'm sorry," like trying to beg to get me back, and I was just like, ew. Yeah, so I mean, these guys expect you to cave. They don't expect you to, lay down the law or put your foot down. They, they won't leave you alone until you like. For me, this guy didn't leave me alone until. I don't want to get into that, but I had to take action. I will just say that. But he wouldn't take me seriously until that point, and by that point it was taking toll on me mentally, and I was just like, every time I would see an unknown number come up, I knew it was him, and I would just feel like this weight of like anxiety, and it's not a good feeling. So yeah, this guy used a lot of fake number apps, and as soon as I would block one, he would call me from another one. It was tormenting. He was tormenting me at that point, and I had to change my number, and it was linked to my email account, so which I actually didn't want to delete. So, but yeah, that became, he was a nuisance, morning and night, just calling me all the time. Sorry. What's another one? Oh, this is the same guy that wanted to know where I live, and I refused to tell him because it was too early and I just didn't trust him. That was super weird. But yeah. I mean, these are patterns here. Like, I mean, they might seem normal at first, but really, that's just a cover up. So don't fall for that. You gotta observe, a man's character, and they can pretend to be anyone. They can say anything, but there's no, like, you can't conceal who you truly are for that long. Ooh, what's that? There's something else I wanted to talk about. Let's see. These guys. yeah. So I mean, I just want to say, with a stalker, yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to get through to them like a logical or sensible person. Um, like this guy had me yelling at the top of my voice or whatever, leave me alone. Like I had it. I was furious. Like, and even after that, like, I stopped answering. All that it wasn't enough. He drove me to the point of screaming at the top of my lungs, like, leave me alone, in an empty parking lot, like I was a crazy person. And that still wasn't. He didn't respect that boundary. He didn't appreciate that. Like if that didn't get through to him, no type of communication with him will get through to him. So you gotta take measures to protect yourself, but that's for you to decide what to do. Within legal limits, you guys. But yeah. So after that point, I blocked him, and then I had to report to a higher an authority, and they took it from there. And thankfully, after that, after I got someone involved, then he finally left me alone. But I felt like I was at his mercy as far as like because he had access to my phone number and everything. So it was just like, oh, I don't like that feeling. It's a very controlling, inhibiting, unpleasant feeling. Like you could be going on about your day, enjoying your time shopping, and then like I was at Thanksgiving with my family, and then up comes like his number in my cell phone, and I was just like, I wasn't even thinking about you. Leave me alone. But yeah. So you guys, I would say be very selective about who you do give your number out to. I feel like on some level we all know that guy's a creeper, and that's why instinctively I gave that guy fake number, a Google number, but that turned out to be worse than my actual number because Google would not, I couldn't delete the Google number, so it became a real hassle. It was like linked to my email, and my email was linked to all my personal business dealings and everything like that. So I really didn't want to delete that, but yeah, it would have been easier to just change my phone number. It would have been easier than the Google number in that case, in my opinion. But yeah, so they call you from lots of different numbers. They're very persistent. It's just super messy, exhausting, and just draining. Like and I guess they tend to go for women who are more like soft-spoken or timid, or who they think is gonna take deal with their crap. But he really underestimated me, so that was his own undoing. But yeah, please speak softly, carry a big stick, you guys. That sounds super weird. But anyway, yeah, guys, I mean, you can underestimate a woman all you want to, but ladies, always have a trick up your sleeve. Anyway, I will talk to you ladies later, and thank you for listening. God bless, take care, and be safe, protect yourselves, and yeah, bye.